ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। So we are reading the book and we are over a prologue. So ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਟੇਜ ਸੈੱਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਪਾਰਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਦਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ There was a great gathering in the grand auditorium, making the initiation of new ultronic computer. President Polo had just finished his opening speech. He was glad of that. He did not much care for such occasions and knew nothing of computers, save the fact that this one was going to gain him a great deal of time. He had been assured by manufacturers that among its many duties, it would be able to take over all those awkward decisions of state that he found so irksome. It had better do so, considering the amount of treasured gold that he had spent on it. He looked forward to being able to enjoy many long hours playing golf on his magnificent private golf course, one of the few remaining sizable green areas left in his tiny country. Adam felt privileged to be among those attending this opening ceremony. He sat in the third row. 2 rows in front of him was his mother, a chief technocrat involved in electronics design. His father, as it happened, was also there, uninvited at the back of the hall, and now completely surrounded by security guards. At the last minute, Adam's father had tried to blow up the computer. He had assigned himself this duty as the self-styled chair spirit of a small group of fringe activists, the Grand Council for Psychic Consciousness. Of course, he and all his explosives had been supported at once by numerous electronic and chemical sensing devices. As a small part of his punishment, he would have to witness the turning on ceremony. Adam had little feeling for either parent. Perhaps such feelings were not necessary for him. For all of his 13 years, he had been brought up in great material luxury, almost entirely by computers. He could have anything he wished for merely at a touch of a button: food, drink, companionship, and entertainment, and also education whenever he felt the need, always illustrated by appealing and colorful graphic displays. His mother's position had made all this possible. Now, the chief designer was nearing the end of his speech, has over 10 over the ratio 17 logical units, blah 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 blah. That's more than the number of neurons in the combined brain of everyone in the entire country. Wow. Its intelligence will be unimaginable, but fortunately we do not need to imagine it. In a moment, we shall all have the privilege of witnessing this intelligence at first hand. I call upon the esteemed First Lady of our great country, Madam Isabel Polo, to throw the switch which will turn on our fantastic electronic computer. The president's wife moved forward, just a little nervously, and fumbling a little, she threw the switch. There was a hush, an almost imperceptible dimming of lights as the 10 ratio per 17 logical units became activated. Everyone waited, not quite knowing what to expect. Now, is there anyone in the audience who would like to initiate our new electronic computer system by asking it its first question? Asked the chief designer. Everyone felt bashful, afraid to seem stupid before the crowd and before the new omnipresence. There was silence. Surely there must be someone, he pleaded. But all were afraid, seeming to sense a new and all-powerful consciousness. Adam did not feel the same awe. He had grown up with the computers since birth. He almost knew what it might feel like to be a computer. At least he thought perhaps he did. Anyway, he was curious. Adam raised his hand. Ah, yes, said the chief designer, the little lad in the third row. You have a question for our new friend. So that was prologue. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ ਇੱਕ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਜੀ ਸੈੱਟ ਕਰਤੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਔਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ ਥਰਡ ਰੋ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਡਮ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਚੈਪਟਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਚੈਪਟਰ ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਤੇ we will continue from there. Thank you for watching.